Hey yogis and yoginis, today's practice is directed towards the Kapha dosha. So Kapha, remember, is activated in the springtime. So when we move into the springtime, the snow is melting and moving down into the earth, creating mud, tends to get kind of sticky and heavy. Okay, so Kapha, when out of balance, tends to feel heavier, more lethargic, maybe even a sense of laziness, or sometimes we spiral into depression. So if that's how we're feeling, we want to start noticing how we're feeling so that as we start to fall out of balance, we can start creating change through our actions, our habits, our food, our exercise, our interactions with other people and ourselves before we spiral into a deeper imbalance. Okay, so today's practice will be a little bit more active and oriented, but it's only going to be about 30 minutes. Okay, so stick with me. Hopefully you get a good sweat, because with Kapha we want to build up the heat in the body to kind of burn away some of that that stuck feeling, so we get into that presence of being unstuck. You'll notice that I have my warrior tank on because Kaphas have a lot of warrior energy. They're strong. They're some of the strongest people on the planet, physically, mentally, and emotionally. We need their strength and we need their support. Kaphas love to support other people. Like I mentioned in the overview, they're going to be some of the most supportive, loving friends out there. So my Kapha people, we need you, we thank you, we love you, but you also have to practice loving yourself. So if you struggle doing stuff, you're going to want to use the buddy system, because most Kaphas will do something for a friend or a loved one that they maybe wouldn't do for themselves. So today, give yourself permission to do this practice for you. So come to your space. You will need really nothing but your mat, unless you're feeling kind of tight and you want a block or a bolster or a strap to support you. Okay, so we're gonna start standing. Roll your shoulders up and back. Take your feet hip-width apart so you feel that stability underneath you, and bend your knees. From there, roll your shoulders a few times up and back, and then drop them back and down. Open your palms, and then with your knees soft so they're not locked out, go ahead and just gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath in, and then open up your mouth, exhale. Take a deep breath in, open up your mouth, exhale. So you could be a Pitta or a Vata with a Kapha imbalance. We start noticing the Kapha imbalance when we start feeling lethargic and lazy and into depression. Sometimes though, that starts with anxiety that spirals into depression. So we have to say, how does my depression start? If I experience depression, does it start as depression? We treat Kapha. If it starts as anxiety, we treat Vata. Okay, so totally different practice. I just want you being aware and mindful of all of it. Give yourself permission to take your awareness all the way into your feet, feeling grounded and rooted. Kapha is the physical structure of the body. So pay attention to your structure today. Pay attention to the strength in your body today. And allow your breath to move through, opening up any stuck spaces. The feet are what move us forward, and where Kapha kind of can tend to get a little bit in their stuckness, we want to really activate the feet. So go ahead and open up your eyes as you look down and pick up your toes off the mat. Spread them as wide as you can. Push into the balls of your feet, push into your heels. And you reach your arms out, around, and up. As you do so, press your palms to the sky. Keep pushing into your feet. And then as you exhale, you're going to release your hands, slide your hands down your legs for support, and then see if you can reach your big toes and kind of pull them up. You might need to bend your knees a ton to do this, and you might be able to keep your legs fairly straight. So tuck your chin so your neck is long, and then pull up on your big toes. Release all of your other toes down, bend your elbows, bring yourself into a forward fold, melt your head. Release your fingers from your thumbs. You're going to take your hands onto the tops of the feet and give them a little rub along the front, and then along the sides of like your ankles, and then along the insides. And then 3 times you're going to brush your hands forward off of your feet. Shake your hands, bring your fingertips to the ground, lift up, plant your hands, walk yourself back into a down facing dog, and immediately start to walk your dog, drop your head. Breathing in, breathing out. So Kapha breathing, we will do the Strika breath, which will finish our practice with today. It's called bellows breathing. And it's like you're taking a big bellows and just pumping the belly so the breath activates the body. But during our practice, we'll use our Ujjayi breath like we do for all of the other doshas in our practice, because Ujjayi is still going to create that heat. It's
going to create the attention and the awareness in the body with the mind and the breath. Take another inhale. As you exhale, lift your heels, roll so that your shoulders stack over your wrists, and then melt your knees down. So we still want to be kind to the body. Do some wrist prep. I'll just turn side if you need me to. Lift the heels of your hands and lower back down. And lift the heels of your hands and lower back down. So still being kind and loving to the body, even though our focus is going to be a little bit more on strength building today. 2 more. And then go ahead and turn your fingers towards you. Allow the forearms and the wrists to open, and then spread your fingers as wide as you can. Tuck your toes and start to give a little lean back. Take your left ear to your left shoulder. Take a deep breath in. And then melt your ear to your other shoulder. Breathing in. Breathing out. So face whatever direction you're comfortable with today. I'll kind of move from front to side view so it's easier for you to kind of see what's going on. So take your hands back down, and I'll just kind of face, not side but not forward, and bring yourself back into your plank. From here, push your shoulders up without lifting your butt, and then you're going to pull yourself back into your down dog. We're going to go between plank and down dog just a few times. So inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, roll forward into your plank with your upper back round. Pull your hips back. Lift your hips to the sky, drop your head, drop your heels. And then as you exhale, lift your heels, hug your belly, roll into your plank. Couple more times with this. Inhaling back, exhaling forward. You want to start to create some heat in the body. Follow with your breath, inhaling back. Next time you come forward, stay, and then walk down to your forearms. Once you come down to your forearms, push your chest forward. Pull your belly up so you're not lifting your bum, but everything has got one nice, strong, straight line in your body. Take the crown of your head forward. If you feel like you need to watch the screen, take a peek, but then look back down as quickly as you can so that you're less about cranking your head and looking at the screen and more about just feeling what's going on in your body. Some of you will need to drop knees down to the mat eventually, but see if you can keep your knees up as long as you can. You're going to lower your heels to the right. Pick up your left leg, look over your right shoulder, tap the ground behind you, and then bend the knee in. Take it back, look over your shoulder, bend the knee in. Now your goal is to eventually bring the knee towards your tricep and see if you can get it to connect. 2 more. Last one. And then rotate the standing foot, send the leg back, lower your heels to the left. Inhale your right leg, look over that shoulder, tap the ground behind you, and then just bend the knee, pull it to the side. Inhale, exhale. So after you take a few repetitions, you might start to notice that the body is heating up, the core is active, and the hips are starting to feel a little bit more mobility and flow. And you might be able to start to touch your knee to your tricep. Or maybe you're not anywhere near it today. Doesn't matter. Keep breathing. Keep moving. Lift your heel. Send the leg in. Send it back. Walk to plank. Pull yourself down dog. Inhale your right leg high to the sky. As you exhale, see if you can pull your knee to touch your arm bone and then take it back. So now that you know what you're doing, keep your neck neutral. So you're looking in between your thumbs. And the knee is pulling in and out to tap the back of the tricep. So above your elbow. And your hips might be a little tighter and it might not be possible today to touch your knee to your arm. So please don't force. But just invite yourself to feel the strength and the support in your body as you move forward and back with your breath. 1 more on this side. Point that toe strong to the sky. And then as you exhale, melt your leg down. Inhale, left leg high. As you exhale, bring your knee in towards your arm bone. See if you can get it to connect. Breathing in, send the leg back. Exhale, bring it in. Breathing in, breathing out. You don't need to change direction. I'm just trying to make it easier for you to see if you're visual, okay? But once you've seen it, drop your head. And then look in between your thumbs, and then look at your big toe. See if you can point that floating leg. Building heat in the body is our purpose today. Please and thank you. Take it 1 more, stay back. Inhale. As you exhale, melt your foot down. Walk your feet in, coming into your yogi squat. Okay, so this might be
your yogi squat. This might be your yogi squat. This might be your yogi squat. Heels up, heels down, hands up, hands down. I don't care, okay? We're gonna come into a little springing action. You're pretending you're a little frog, okay? Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're gonna jump up. If you have low ceilings in your house, please don't hit your head. See if you can tap the ground. Drop your behind as low towards your ground space as you can. Exhale. We want Kapha to get the blood flowing, to get the heart rate up, to get the breath moving. 3 more. 2. You should feel nice and warm now. Come on down. Plant your hands, walk back to down dog, close your eyes. So in today's practice, your down dog will be in place of your child's pose. If you're dying, yes, you can take child's pose, okay? But see if you can take down dog and stay. Moving into our salutations with the intention of creating heat in the body. Take a breath in. End of your exhale, bend your knees. You've already practiced the floating with me in other classes. So if you want to jump, be my guest. If you want to walk, go ahead and walk, okay? Lengthen out, fold down. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Plant your hands. You can walk back, you can float back, you can land in chaturanga. Flip your feet, inhale. Exhale with a push-up today. It's Kapha. Pull your hips back. Breathe in. Breathe out. So use down dog as a reset. Use down dog to take time to come back to your breath, back to your body, back to sensation, back to present moment. Take an inhale. End of your exhale. Walk or float feet to hands. See if you can keep that connection. Body to breath, body to movement, lengthen. Fold. Coming into our vinyasa. Inhale. Lift up. Exhale. Uttanasana. Surya Namaskar A. Lengthen your spine. Plant your hands, walk or float your feet. Chaturanga. Inhale. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale with a push-up today. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Close your eyes. Elongate through the back of your neck. Breathing in. Breathing out. Take another inhale. End of your exhale. Look in between your hands. You want to look where you're going. Bend your knees. Walk or float. Land lightly. Lengthen your spine. Use your breath to fold down. Inhale. Use your breath to open up. One more time through Surya Namaskar A. Melt down. Inhale. Lengthen your spine. Plant your hands. Walk or float chaturanga. Make sure you're activating your core. Lift up. Exhale. Press back. Take a breath in. When you're done exhaling, walk or float feet to hands. Big toes to touch. Sit your hips back. Utkatasana chair. So you can be making chair bottom. You can be making chair back. I don't really care which one you do, okay? Pick one and breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Drop your hands. Lift your heels, arms come back behind you. So you're floating here. Drop your heels, arms come up. Lift your heels, arms come back. Take your gaze, drill it into one spot as you move back and forth between these two postures. We want to fire up the strength in the legs. So you feel your quadriceps activating, glutes activating, core actively supporting your back. One more, stay here, hover, float, inhale. As you exhale, drop your heels, melt down. This time, you're gonna take your hands under your feet all the way, okay? You're gonna plant down the ball of the foot onto the backs of your wrist bone, palm of your hand, bend your knees if you need to. And then you're gonna bend your elbows, pull your torso down. We call this Padahastasana. Hands to foot. So again, take your feet, push them into your hands, and kind of push your hands back. And then you're gonna lift up off, take your fingers, and you're just gonna massage out the bottoms of the balls of your feet, the arches of your feet, the sides of your feet, and the backs of your feet. Please, if you're gonna eat something after class, wash your hands,
right? Saucha. Shouldn't have to tell you that, I probably didn't need to, but Saucha is always a good reminder, okay? So massage out the bottoms of your feet. And then 3 times, brush your feet off and away. Lengthen your spine, plant your hands, walk or float, chaturanga, whatever direction you're facing, lift up. Exhale, melt back. Inhale your right leg high to the sky. As you exhale, see if you can touch your opposite arm with your knee, and then take it back up. And then you're gonna put your foot in between your hands, spin your back foot, keep your hips, chest, shoulders facing the same direction as your front leg. So you're coming into your warrior 1. Clasp your hands, inhale, gaze comes up. Fire up your back glute, extend through the back leg, sink into your legs, feel your feet grounding so you feel the energy flow all the way up your body. Tuning into your strength and your structure. So we need to create a sense of lightness with Kapha, and sometimes that happens by burning off the excess energy. So if I want to feel lighter, I have to let go of what's pulling me down and creating a sense of stuckness within, okay? So burning that excess energy by lifting weights, going running, playing football, soccer, lacrosse, rugby, whatever it is that you're interested in. Inhale, lift. Fire up your back glute, reach forward. Take a roll through the shoulders. Find length. Breathe. And then bring yourself down. Lift your back heel. This foot's going to float unless your body says no thank you. Legs are going to stay straight unless your body says no thank you. You can put your knees down. Chaturanga. Plant the foot. Flip both. Cobra or up dog, you choose. And then with a push-up today, down facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Take a breath in. Point the toe. As you exhale, so you can touch your opposite arm with the knee. And then send it back up. Take your foot in between your hands. Spin your back foot, same pose as we did on the other side, warrior 1. So everything is shining like 2 headlights in your forward space, okay? So if you're facing a camera, you're straight on. Inhale, gaze comes up. Take your hands, clasp them. If you're feeling a lot of tension and stress in your shoulders and neck, you always have the option to cactus the arms, opening through the chest. Breathing in. Breathing out. Can you feel the bottoms of your feet even when you're looking upwards? And you feel the strength in your legs, actively engaging. And then reach your arms back as you lean forward. Roll your shoulders up and back, find length, elongate through the back of your neck, look down on the inside of your big toe. Feel everything that's going on in your body. If you're shaking, fabulous. Welcome to your body. Send it some love. Send it some appreciation. Inhale. As you exhale, hands come down, bottom heel lifts, front leg floats back. You can keep it up, you can bring it down. Your choice, cobra or up dog. Breathing in. And then with a push-up, down and facing dog. Take a breath. End of your exhale, walk or float. Feet touch, hips drop, reach arms high, chair. And then as you exhale, chest comes down, heels raise up, gaze comes down in front of you. Take a breath. As you exhale, drop your heels, lift back up to your chair. Melt back down, lift your heels, take your gaze out in front of you. Melt your heels down, push into them, reach your chest high as your hips drop low. And then as you exhale, forward fold. Lengthen your spine. Plant your hands, walk or float, chaturanga. Inhale, open up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg high. As you exhale, so you can touch your chin, your nose, your forehead gently with your knee. Send it back. And then bring your foot in between your hands. Spin your back foot. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, open, warrior 2. So your body is facing side. If there's a wall behind you, pushing your back into the wall. If there's a wall in front of you, pushing your hands into the wall. Turn your palms down, and then take your gaze over your front fingertips. Breathing in. Breathing out. Find strength in your legs, okay? As you sink down, opening through the hips, the ribs, the shoulders, reach length through your body. Take a breath in. As you exhale, windmill the arms slowly, lift the back heel, plant your hands, take your vinyasa, melt down, open up, and then we'll repeat everything on the other side. We can face just the same direction. I'll just turn so it's easier to see. Breathe in. As you exhale, left knee to chin, nose, or forehead. Take it back up. Slide your foot in between your hands. Spin your back foot. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. So you want to find that front thigh towards parallel. Knees stacking above the ankle. Toes are facing forward. Knees facing forward. That back foot has a little bit of an angle on it to kind of help with the hip mobility. And then opening hips, ribs, shoulders to the side. Take your gaze to your fingernails. Breathe in. Breathe out. Where is your focus? Find it. Inhale. As you exhale, reach, windmill, lift your back heel, send the front foot back, chaturanga. Inhale, open up. Exhale, melt back and down. You're gonna do 5 donkey kicks. I'll just turn to the side so you can see. So bend your knees, give your bum a little kick, land with knees bent. Grip the ground so you don't go over. Last one, and then hop feet to hands. Chair pose, inhale. Exhale, melt your chest down, reach your arms back, lift your heels. Drop your heels, reach back up. Stand all the way tall, press both palms to the sky, and then come back into your forward fold. This time, widen up your feet, hip width apart, okay? Same thing as before, you're gonna slide your hands under your feet, melt your head down, and then bend your knees. Let your belly rest on your thighs and extend. Bend your knees and extend. Keep your elbows soft. Keep your neck long. 2 more. Okay, last time through our Surya Namaskar bead with variations. Lengthen your spine. I'll turn side so it's easier to see. Lunge your hands, hug your belly, walk or float, chaturanga. Inhale, pull forward or up, and up. Exhale, press back and down. Okay, inhale, right leg high. This time, knee comes to same arm as leg. Tap it, drop it to the ground, pull it to your armpit 3 times. Round your upper back, 2. Last one, send it back. Put your foot in between your hands. Swivel to warrior one and into warrior two. Okay, take your back hand behind you so it's on that hip or low back. And then your front arm's gonna reach forward and reach up. So exalted warrior. Keep sending that front shin and knee in the direction of the toes. Lifting from your hip to your shoulder. It should feel like really freeing. And if your neck is like, what are you doing to me? Look down behind you or look down to the side. Breathe. Revolved warrior or exalted warrior. Inhale. As you exhale, move into warrior two. Take a breath. Inhale. Extend your front leg. Reach forward. Find length. Then open through your spine. Hand might need to come on your shin. Please don't put it on your knee. Okay? Shin, ankle, or the ground. Open up into your triangle. Breathe in. Breathe out. Gaze does not have to be up. Gaze can be side. Gaze can be down. Reach your top arm over. Find that length in your triangle. And then keep reaching as you move into your vinyasa. Lift the back heel. Plant the hands. Chaturanga. Open up. Press back. Inhale, left leg high. Take your knee to the same arm. See if you can tap it. You're going to slide down to your wrist. Slide up to your armpit. 3, 2, last one. Send the toes high. Pull your foot in between your hands. Plant your back foot. Sweep up to warrior one. Open into warrior two. Reach your front hand forward. Your back hand comes to stabilize the hip or the quad. And then you press the leg forward as you find length all the way through your spine. And then take what feels best for your neck. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe strongly. Feel your strength. Feel your power.
Feel the impurities burning away. That tapas, that self-discipline. Kaphas need to trust their tapas. Windmill. Lift your back heel, plant your hands, step the front foot back, chaturanga, plant your foot, press up. Slow for 3, 2, 1, press up. You can put your knees on the ground, okay? I don't care what you do, but don't give up. Fire up your core, fire up your glutes. Don't quit. 5 more. Use your breath. 3, 2, last one. Hold your plank. Hold, 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 hold. Hold, 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 hold. Take your gaze down in between your thumbs. Breathe. Okay, kaphas have the strength and the power. You have kapha within you. I don't care if it was your highest number on your body-mind questionnaire or your lowest number. Find the kapha within you. Find your inner strength, your inner power, your inner support. And then slowly slide your legs underneath you. And you're gonna flip onto your behind, okay? Hands come out in front of you, feet lift, legs can extend, or knees can stay bent, okay? Roll your shoulders up and back, reach your arms out. Your goal here is to, just watch here, to stretch out and then to pull in. Some of you might prefer hands behind you, and some of you might even prefer feet on the ground as you tap your elbows and lift up, okay? Do I care what you do? You should know by now, but the answer is no, okay? So you have to say, where can I challenge myself today, okay? And you do 10 of whatever you're choosing. It's a quick in and a slow out. And I may have lost count, so if I don't do 10, sorry. 2, hold it, up. Lift your ankles, and then just tap one foot and then the other. So if you have the hamstring flexibility, go ahead and full extension. If you don't have the hamstring flexibility, keep it small, okay? Breathe. 4, 3, 2. Both legs bend in. Send yourself out, okay? If you need to, okay, this is where I want you to come. If you can challenge yourself here of just holding and stretching. Bigger challenge, arms long, needing assistance. Hands are gonna come under your behind to support your low back as your legs stretch out and your head will come down, okay? So you choose the level. Arms forward, arms back, toes pointing, head supported or not, for 8. 4, 3, 2, hug yourself because you deserve it. And we'll rock from side to side. Hopefully you got a little sweaty today. Plant your feet. Push into your elbows, lift your hips into a bridge, Situ Bandha. And if it feels okay, you're gonna tuck your shoulders underneath you. So kaphas have the biggest hearts on the planet. And when they get shut down, sometimes that energy gets shut down and they just close themselves off. So practicing back bends and heart openers, super great for kapha, okay? If your upper body, shoulders, neck, chest, back feel tight, I invite you to stay here, okay? If your upper back, chest, neck feel amazing, I invite you to come with me. You're gonna untuck your upper back, you're gonna reach your arms to the sky, fingers are gonna face your shoulders as you plant your hands, and you're gonna push just to your crown with no weight. If that feels okay, you're gonna press up into your full wheel. Some of you will plant one foot and extend the leg, it'll feel great to you. Some of you will say it feels better if I keep both feet grounded. If you're doing the leg lift, make sure you do both sides. Breathing in, breathing out. Lowering both feet if they're not. Bend your elbows, tap your crown, then flip to the back of your head. Shoulders, roll your spine down. Take your arms out wide, bottoms of the feet together. Close your eyes. Allow your heart rate to slow down. Allow your breathing to
practice you feel really energized. So we're not going to take a shavasana, and we're not going to do a seated meditation, but we are going to finish with some breath work. So take a breath. As you exhale, pull your knees into your chest, rock yourself up to a seated position, and come seated nice and tall on your mat. Roll your shoulders up back a few times. One hand's going to come on your belly, the other hand's going to open up, okay? When you do this, I might need to stand so it's easier for you to see, or just kneel up. Your belly is going to move in and out, okay? So the idea is to pump the belly like bellows, okay? You only ever want to do like 3 rounds, sets of 10 when we're starting out with this. So if you feel comfortable and you want to do more, be my guest, okay? You're going to place one hand on your tummy so you can feel it. You could do this with mouth closed and just pump the breath in and out your nose. I'm going to invite you to open your mouth if that feels better for you. So take a big inhale and then pump your breath quick. All the way out. Take a big inhale. 10 pumps. All the way out. Last one. 10 pumps. All the way out. Inhale your arms out, around and up. Bring your hands to your heart. Namaste. Okay, so for your upload, tell me, based off of your level of kapha in the body, is today's practice something that you need to bring you back into balance, or is today's practice maybe just something extra for you? Okay, so think of the times that you felt lethargic, you felt tired, you felt like, oh, I can't get out of bed, like I'm so tired, like I don't want to do anything. Today's practice might be one that you pull back to, okay? Namaste, I'll see you in class.